What is happening, guys? We are back with another football watch along. This time, Manchester United versus Real Sociedad. Game kicks off in the next 8 minutes, so it is. I'm expecting a bang. I'm sure all of you are. We know English teams versus Spanish teams in European competitions has not really been too great for the likes of the English side of the channel. But I am expecting a really good game. And just to go through a couple of the stats that Predict Heroes do have for this game, we do have a 37% chance of a United win, followed by a 29% chance of a draw and a 34% chance of a Sociedad win. So very tight across the board. Over 2.5 is looking a little bit low, 39%. I do expect that to be slightly higher, and both teams to score at 45%, and the expected goals, the expected scoreline is a 1-1. All right, and then obviously as the game starts, you guys will see above my head over here the live time as the game goes, the live scores, as well as some of the stats going down the left hand side here. So please do get involved. It is going to be a great game, and I see Zane is here. How's it, Zane? How's things going? And we do have the chats for YouTube and Twitch, as well as over on TikTok Live. So welcome wherever you guys are viewing us from. Just drop some likes on the stream. That's all we ask. It's going to be brilliant. Ronaldo hearing the Europa League anthem. To be honest, I think he's going to be slightly confused. I think he's going to look around thinking he's in the incorrect stadium. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep an eye on his face. Hopefully the cameramen think the same thing. So it's gonna be a pretty funny one, that. And yeah, Tom, the game is apparently still on, is what I am hearing. Game is still on. There will obviously be minutes of silence and apparently flag at half mast, you know, the normal things. But I probably do expect this weekend's games to be postponed. So if you do play FPL, don't do your transfers before tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the games this weekend will be postponed. Yeah, so let me know how you guys are doing. And as soon as the game starts, then we'll get chatting about the game. Yeah, Zane, how's the week been, dude? It's been a minute. Not gonna lie, I've been a bit busy the past few weekends. So I haven't managed to do the watch-alongs every weekend as we wanted to, but hopefully getting back into it, and we have actually managed to get our overlays over onto TikTok with the live scores and whatnot. So it's, I'm very happy about that, and I hope the guys over on TikTok do appreciate it, and we'll see what the guys on YouTube and Twitch get to experience. So, but yeah, if I can ask you guys, just drop some likes on the videos. It really does assist us in getting us in front of as many people as we possibly can. And then obviously the usual question to everybody in the chat, no matter where you're chatting from, give me the expected score lines. What are you guys expecting? I already had somebody coming through with wanting a 4-0 to Real Sociedad. I'm assuming he's either an Arsenal supporter or a Liverpool supporter. Obviously, the United fans have been giving Liverpool the bit of a runaround from yesterday's results. And I heard that Trent still hasn't left the pitch. I hear he's still standing at the top of the box, waiting for Anguissa to stop running. But I don't know, you know. So, yeah, but 4-0 to Sociedad on one side. I see Zane is saying 2-1 to United. He's also saying that he hates to say it, but he sees a win for United. But let me just say, I'm looking up at the game right now, and I see Harry Maguire lining up for Man United. So, yeah, it's anything can happen. Let me just put it that way. Isaac, no, the game is not cancelled. It has been confirmed that it will be going ahead this evening at I mean, short notice and everyone was already in the stands. It's a security nightmare, if anything else. So they just lowered the flag, and apparently there'll be a minute of silence or so. But the game will go ahead, but I do expect this weekend's games to be cancelled. Just my opinion. I'm not 100% sure yet. Yeah, Zane, what happened, dude? Like, I mean, yeah, we were chatting a couple of weeks ago when Liverpool played Fulham, and we were chatting about the Liverpool midfield not really having that progressive pass or that progressive mover of the ball, and I don't think Arthur Melo is the perfect person to do that. So I don't know. I do feel like Liverpool are missing a trick there in midfield. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back. I mean, 4-1 to Napoli, and it could have been more. I mean, Van Dijk obviously clearing the ball off the goal line. I think it was on around 27 minutes, and a missed penalty by Osimhen. Great save by Alisson as well. Was good height for him as well, but decent save. I mean, it could have been 6-1. To be honest with you, it could have been more. So it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back from it. But I physically cannot see Trent starting this weekend. Just cannot see it. I mean, he doesn't deserve it, to be honest. He's not playing for the badge. He's just, I don't really know. He's all over the place at the moment. But the other boys come out onto the pitch. Players I'm interested in watching this evening is obviously Casemiro, first start for the club. New boy Anthony down the right-hand side. And of course, big man CR7 up front is going to be interesting, to say the least. As somebody said in the chat, what's going to happen when he hears the Europa League anthem? I think he's already looked down at the sleeve of his shirt and gone, what is this badge? You guys have put the wrong one on for me. Same with Casemiro. I mean, these guys are serial Champions League winners, unfortunately playing in Europa. But I'm expecting a good game. I think United have really done well the past couple of games. I'm still not 100% happy with the team. There's a few nigglies, but there's passages of play that they really do look good. And I think the change in the defense has really assisted us in being that much more solid. So it's going to be interesting to see Casemiro play, because I don't know if you guys watched the game over the weekend, but McTominay, Jesus, he looked like Prime Vieira there in the middle of the park. I've never seen him play like that. It was unbelievable. He was letting nothing through, and it's really going to be interesting to see now how Casemiro comes, because to take old McTominay out the team at the moment with the way he's playing is going to be very difficult, even with the caliber of Casemiro. So, yeah, Zane, Anthony is playing. I probably expect him to get about 60 minutes today in this game. Yeah, roughly about 60 minutes, I would assume, obviously building that fitness. United have not had a proper right winger for years. I mean, absolute years. If you think about it, all the way back, they migrated Valencia up the pitch and back down the pitch. He was between right wing and right back towards the back end of his career. Then they brought in Mata. They started playing Mata out on the right wing. I mean, it was just this block on the right side of the field. It was just empty. United just weren't utilizing it. And then obviously Greenwood came in. But I mean, Greenwood was the best finisher that we had. Stupidity obviously reigned free in that one's head, but he was really the best finisher that we had, and obviously made it look easy playing off the right with both feet. And now Anthony's obviously coming in as an actual right winger, left-footed right winger. So excited to watch the boy play. Obviously a lot of money on his head, but excited to watch him play. All right, there's a little bit of a moment of silence there, obviously for the passing of Elizabeth this evening. So game is going ahead. I see a lot of guys asking, is it cancelled? Game definitely is 100% going ahead, and we are just about to have a kickoff here. Peter Tan coming through on YouTube with a expectation of 2-0, I'm assuming to United, for this game. So we've had a 4-0 for Sociedad. We've had a 2-1 from Zane in favor of United, and a 2-0 from Peter. So guys, pop it in the chat what you guys do expect the scorelines to be, and let's enjoy the game. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic one. And if you guys have any comments about anything or any questions at any time, just remember, just pop it in the chat and we will get right to it. Decent tackle there from Maguire. Nice covering out on the right-hand side of the pitch. There's his one good tackle for the night. So that's out the way quickly. He's got a lot to prove this evening. Let's be real. He's got an awful lot to prove. Right, so Ericsson, Fred and Casemiro playing through the center for United. Ericsson playing that little bit more of an advanced role, so quite interested to see how he sort of plays in that number 10 role, based on the comments that he actually came out with earlier, saying that he likes to be in that number 6 and number 8 role, get on the ball a little bit more. So I really like him there, to be honest with you. Yeah, Maguire is starting, so no clean sheet. It almost seems like that's a given, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to lie to you. Casemiro coming through the back of Take. That kid looks quick. He looks quick. He's going to give Dallo nice. Anthony with the pressure, forcing another throw in there. David Silva. Playing for Real Sociedad. I actually forgot about that. So David Silva playing for Real Sociedad, obviously bringing across his Manchester derby. How do we put this? Not hatred, I would suppose. Fight, passion, let's call it that, to the game. So it should be very, very interesting. But the ball's going out a lot to the left-hand side for Sociedad. Take with the pace in behind Dallo, so let's see how Dallo deals with that. It's going to be quite an interesting battle there. If you guys are new around here, please do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And then obviously head over to the website, predict-heroes.com. We do have a website that's available 24/7 to you guys for free, with all of your football prediction needs for all games that are playing for the next 5 to 7 days, constantly changing and updating. A little foul here by Dallo. Dallo rushing forward, doesn't manage to get around the left back, and fouls him in the process. I do see Anthony Alanga playing out on the left wing. I feel sorry for the boy, to be honest with you. I think he was thrown in the deep end very quickly and didn't really give him the chance to, develop quick enough, really, to be honest with you. But it's a good chance for him now in Europa. Anthony playing in Casemiro out to Fred. Fred playing very advanced because, Casemiro with a brilliant ball across, and keeper spills, and they come away with the ball. very well. Nice to see Fred sort of playing in that box-to-box role. Casemiro obviously unlocking him to push forward a little bit. I do like Fred. I like his tenacity, if I can call it that, to be honest with you. Yeah, Zane, Trent needs to be dropped soon. I think I can get behind that. I think he needs a break, to be honest with you. He's become complacent. Oh, there's a nice little clip on Anthony's leg. Wins the free kick. Right back's the left back of Sociedad's got a little bit of a problem tonight with Dallo. I can already see Dallo overlapping Anthony constantly and allowing Anthony to push infield from that overlap. Nice to see Lindelof in the team as well. Pairing our favourite centre back Maguire. Hopefully, he has a good game tonight. That's all we can ask for, really. Malacia and Ilanga already not on the same wavelength, busy having argy-bargies there on the left-hand side of the pitch. A bit of an overlap run here. Guys, if you are hanging around over on TikTok, please drop some likes on the video. Just tap on the video a couple of times. It always does help us out and get us in front of the right people. A little bit of miscommunication from United early on in the game. Obviously, a lot of new players playing alongside each other today. Malacia and Dallo are obviously flanked by new players on either side. Casemiro in front of them, as well as Lindelof and Maguire playing in the centre back. So pretty new for everybody, I think. Going to be interesting to see how they manage to work that all out. Nice, Malacia doing exceptionally well. Gives it to Ilanga. Ilanga plays Fred, and unfortunately, Fred tries the little dink through. Ronaldo was offside. He was expecting the first ball from Ilanga. He did leave the ball. Ilanga should have fed him there, to be honest with you. That ball should have been fed through. Unfortunately, Fred trying a little flick through. Not too bad. Ilanga almost getting back on the end of it. A decent play there by United, or from Malacia just getting in front of his man. Eriksson doing extremely well to win the ball back. I don't think you guys would believe me if I had to tell you that Fred is playing as an attacking midfielder. I'm not lying. Fred is literally playing as an attacking midfielder. Eriksson is actually playing in that sort of number 6, number 8 role, alongside Casemiro. And Fred has actually converted into an attacking midfielder. So, very interesting. And he actually wins the foul there of David Silva as well. So, good play all around. Dallo screaming for the ball, gets it out wide on the right-hand side. Maguire on the ball. Dallo doing well to offer offer De Gea a good option there. So 9 minutes gone so far. United with a lot of the ball. And still 0-0. Great little ball in there by Sociedad. Just cannot get on the end of it. And it does go out for a United throw. Ericsson giving the ball away cheaply there. Not entirely sure how that is a foul for Sociedad, to be very honest with you. Man cut across Ilanga's path. Thoughts on Tuchel getting sacked? Personally, okay, look, am I surprised? No. It's Chelsea. I know they've got new owners and whatnot, but new owners, the Todd Bowley, however you want to pronounce it, obviously has come in with his own ideas. He's obviously taken up the lead roles of all negotiations, which has been slightly weird for me, to be honest. And it also made me feel like, he wants to stamp his authority on the club as it is. Did I expect Tuchel gone so quickly? No, I didn't. I actually wondered whether they got rid of him because RB Leipzig got rid of their manager and they wanted Marco Rose. And I thought maybe Chelsea expedited the process to go and nab Marco Rose, but obviously that's not the case. But yeah, I mean, he's gone. And what's weird for me is that what was evident with Chelsea for the past couple of games is that they haven't had a striker. They've been playing Raheem Sterling as a striker. Now, we all know Raheem Sterling is not a striker. He's an oak who will score a goal in every 8 attempts that he has. He's not really clinical. Brilliant player, brilliant winger, but he's not a striker. And they were playing with him as like the only striker, really. They were trying to play Kai Havertz, who's actually a number 10, not a striker. He plays in that sort of cam role, number 9 sort of 10 role. Yeah, I suppose more of a number 9, playing at that sort of cam role. And yeah, they were expecting them to get the goals. They signed a whole bunch of new defenders, which didn't really make sense to me because last season they didn't really have much issues in defense. They obviously saw opportunities in the market with Koulibaly and whatnot, and they took them. But apparently there was an awful lot of stories coming out that Bowley wanted Ronaldo. And whether Ronaldo would have gone or not, he probably would have, to be honest. But Tuchel apparently didn't want Ronaldo. He wanted Aubameyang. He gets Aubameyang, and one game later, the Oak has literally just arrived. One game later, he gets fired. That to me just doesn't make any sense. Man was playing without strikers. They sold Werner, who's a very good striker. He might have been offside a lot, but he's a very good striker. They sent Lukaku back on loan. He didn't have any strikers. Whether it was on him that he didn't have any strikers or whether it was on Bowley that he didn't have any strikers is a different story. We do have a Ronaldo break here, and he lets the ball go, but I think it was indeed offside, if I'm not mistaken. It did look offside, to be honest with you. But yeah, so that's my sort of feeling on it. I feel like he was hard done by, but if it was on him that they didn't sign any strikers because he said he didn't need, then it is on him. But if Bowley was wrapped up in getting CR7 to Chelsea and then let other sort of signings and whatnot pass them by, I I mean, you can't blame the Oak. The Oak stayed when there was issues with Abramovich and whatnot. So, you know, he literally wanted to do everything right for the club. So I feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for his bank accounts. Apparently, he got 10 million or something for payout for it. And Maguire is here, and Malacia reads that beautifully. Maguire playing like an absolute knob over there, getting too tight to the defender. I mean, we were taught in grade school, you know, arm's length from the defender so that they can't turn you, even if they're 10 times faster than you. But Maguire is hugging the Oak, wanting his shirt already. But Malacia did extremely well. We've got Ericsson on the break, feeds it out to Ilanga. Ilanga is quick enough to get on the ball. Ronaldo is steaming up. Ilanga feeding Fred. Fred messes the whole move up with a silly ball back. And Sociedad do come away, but there's a bit of space here. Ronaldo almost bullying his centre back, but wasn't expecting the ball over there from Ericsson. So a little bit of uneasiness here. Ronaldo was offside on that first breakaway, one-on-one with the keeper. He would have been. He was like a meter offside over in that play. Ajel, Zane, what's your thoughts on Tuchel getting the sack? Yeah, it's a tough one, I suppose, because you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes, eh? Very difficult. Nice little ball played in here by Ericsson. Little chip. Ronaldo is on side, but the ball is marginally in front of his coconut. But nice little interplay over there, and great run to stay on side. Let me know what you guys think of the game so far. I think it's been pretty decent. Obviously, I can see United are very tentative. Lots of new players playing and sort of triangles being made over here. So I'm hoping, you know, second part of this game, there's a little bit of change and flip in momentum in the way that they actually play. Fred doing well to pressure the keeper, and keeper plays a ball out. Ilanga just cannot get it under control, but does well to stop the counter-attack. Anyway, but Fred doing extremely well there, just to apply a little bit of pressure and move the ball on. Haven't seen too much of Anthony at the moment. Sack him, good manager. And the World Cup, he done well. Chelsea with the show. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I must switch off that. I see the bot wasn't happy with a long message. I must actually switch that off. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think I don't think it was the right time to get rid of Tuchel. He literally just got Aubameyang in 2 weeks or so. Aubameyang's obviously played under him at Dortmund. You know, get the man firing. He literally got him now the other day. He didn't have a striker, so it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. How's it, Lion Eagle? Nice to have you alongside. So just a quick update on the game. It is 20 minutes gone at the moment. It is still 0-0. Slightly more in favor of United on the attacking front, but well defended and well marshaled for Sociedad. Most interesting thing that I can see on the pitch at the moment is the fact that Fred is almost playing, well, Fred is playing as the attacking midfielder. I mean, that's a huge surprise to me because Ericsson is playing in behind next to Casemiro with Fred almost playing ahead of Ronaldo at times. It's pretty crazy to see. But I love the tenacity of Fred. He's really doing well, just to keep the pressure up top, and closing the players down quite well. But yeah, not too much in the game. Not being played through the center. Definitely played down the wings from both teams. So I think whoever's going to get their claws on the center of the park will end up winning this game. If you guys are here and you haven't yet, please do me a favor and just drop a like or two on the stream. It really does help us, and that's all we can ask from you guys. So please, if you wouldn't mind, just hit that screen, whether you with us, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, wherever you are with us, just drop a couple of likes on the stream. If you haven't subscribed, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. It's definitely much appreciated. Graham Potter at Chelsea. I mean, I like Potter. I think he's an exceptionally good. Somebody actually summed him up. Great tackle there by Casemiro, breaking up the play, exactly what United need him to do. But the ball out to Anthony just wasn't. There was no pace on it. Just wasn't enough. Fred being blocked off there unnecessarily by the centre back could have given away a foul, if anything. But yeah, Graham Potter, somebody summed him up perfectly. He's literally a football nerd. That man will go and study a team until he's blue in the face. I know most managers do it, but you know, he lives for the nerd side of football, you know, in terms of analyzing positions and setting teams up against other teams. The one thing is that he obviously comes from a team with little to no budget, to a team with pretty much one of the biggest budgets, not even just in the league, in the world. And we saw it with Ole. He was signing substandard players because those are the players that he wanted. Same with Moyes as well. Signing mid-table players for a big club for big fees. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see how Potter handles the financial aspect of it. Thank you, Mael, for the likes. Always much appreciated. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, Potter's gonna, you know, he's gonna come out flying over there. I think the one thing that he needs time. He's very tactical. Ilanga doing extremely well. Yeah, gives it back to Fred, and Fred cannot get enough power on the shot, but United do get a corner. 22 minutes gone. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the first corner of the game. Jesus, it's taken 22 minutes, 23 minutes. But brilliant play there by Ilanga to get around the back. And Fred, like I said, playing as a second striker almost. It's very interesting to see. But yeah, Potter's going to need time to install his philosophy, learn the players. He's not a Jose Mourinho. He's not a Zinedine Zidane. Oh my goodness. So frustrating when a ball comes into the box and Maguire is marking some dude. The ball just hits him on the back of the head. The ball just... Oh Jesus, he ate Pazzadallo in the box. Oh, brilliant. Gotta love it. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see. He does need a bit of time, Graham Potter. I mean, he's not a big personality. He's not like I'm saying, he's not a Zinedine Zidane. He's not a Jose Mourinho who walks in there and just, you know, the players know, I'm sure the players respect him, obviously. I mean, he's a brilliant manager. I'm not knocking him at all, but he's not a big personality in world football, so he needs time. And it's whether Chelsea will give him the time. You know, that's going to be the most interesting. So But yeah, any Chelsea supporters out there, let me know in the comments what you guys think, or how you guys feel about having a Graham Potter as your new manager. I think with the right amount of time, he will flourish over there, without a doubt. It's already evident to see, one thing's already very clear. Nice turn there by Fred. Fred doing extremely well, guys. Extremely well. Ronaldo with the ball. And just cannot get the ball under control. And it is out for a corner. But Fred, guys, Fred is playing phenomenally in that number 9 role ahead of Eriksen. Just tenacious. Gets the ball. Ronaldo is onside. Eriksen with a beautiful little ball around, but Ronaldo just can't control it. He's having a bit of a shocking form at the moment, but we all know what's going to end up happening. Man's going to come out, bang a hat-trick because he's getting angry. And that's Anthony with the little flick in. Did do pretty decently there. He was under a bit of pressure. And he did well. He, put the ball on target, and if anyone had actually jumped for that header, they could have actually tapped that past the keeper. So decent play there. Yeah, Ronaldo's battling at the moment. Obviously, he hasn't played much. We've got to take that into account. Last season, obviously, he was our top scorer, and rightly so. I mean, he's still a fantastic player. He's obviously old now. Not old, but he's a lot older than what he is. And I can see, I've already noticed he's lost that pace to get away from players. Oh my goodness. Man just hit a nutmeg on Casemiro. That was harsh. That was harsh. Yes. Oh my goodness. Casemiro was left wanting there. But yeah, obviously as Ronaldo gets more minutes and gets more starts, I think he's now got players behind him that will actually feed him the ball. And he'll score, without a doubt. He will score. And Sociedad missed the goal by centimeters. Ball did look like it was out, but all the United defenders were holding their hands up and not actually playing the ball. They're not getting out. They're still calling for a throw-in or a goal kick or whatever they wanted over there. But ball does end up going wide. Very, very close though. That's probably the closest that it's come all day. So Sociedad with a really good chance there. Just cannot turn it in on target. We're doing all right there again to try and get the ball back. So if anybody in the comments can please explain something to me, I would love to know. I try to pride myself in understanding as much about football as I possibly can. But Fred getting wiped out there, surely there's got to be a card here soon. Fred keeps getting nabbed. He keeps getting nabbed by the same player, Aritz. First he went after Ronaldo. There was somebody else after Ronaldo, and then Fred just gets wiped out. That should be a yellow card right there. But if somebody could please explain something to me. There was a goal kick. United had a goal kick. And Lindelof steps up to take it. Takes the goal kick. Okay? Now we got a goalkeeper. But Lindelof takes the goal kick. But Lindelof passes the ball 2 meters to Ronaldo. And what does Ronaldo do? To De Gea. And what does De Gea do? De Gea boots the ball up the field. I'm very confused. Why didn't De Gea just take the goal kick and just boot it up the field in the first place? I don't understand this. It's the same with these silly free kicks that they take where they pass it short and then the other one bangs it up. Just bang it up. Fred with a little dink. I think it did take a deflection. It definitely took a deflection. There's no ways that just went out. Let me have a look here. Oh, it came off of Ilanga. Definitely did take a deflection, but Fred is having a brilliant game. The one thing he does obviously need to learn to do is just calm down a little bit at times. Ilanga doing extremely well. Top box. Poor ball back, unfortunately, but does well to get the ball. That's Fred out again on the left-hand side. He's really done amazingly. Casemiro with the ball at the top of the box, gives it back to Fred. Fred rolls it and just cannot get it back across the box. Ronaldo was looking for it. Casemiro doing extremely well. Ronaldo going. Eriksen with the ball. Casemiro's alone in the box. What can he do? And unfortunately, he can't do anything. And Sociedad come away with the ball, and there's a little bit of a counter on, and Maguire running back, and Maguire stretches and wipes the man out, except the referee does say he did get the ball. Take with the last touch, and the ball does go out for a United throw. So good little run of play there by United. Very interesting run of play. Switch of the ball by Maguire. Ilanga's got to race back 50 meters to get the ball. I'm not joking. I'm not bashing the guy, to be honest with you. But I don't know. Just a bit irritating, to be honest. Been a pretty decent game of football. 31 minutes gone at the moment. A couple of players I haven't seen much of. Anthony, barely seen him on the ball, to be frank. Actually, the whole right-hand side I have barely seen. Dallo, I've barely seen. Fred, honestly, I think Fred has definitely been our best player. Casemiro with a beautiful header out. Releases Eriksen, who looks back infield for Malacia. Malacia finds Ronaldo. Ronaldo looking for an option back to Malacia, who finds Eriksen. And ball goes out to Ilanga. For me, Fred has definitely been our best player on the pitch. Ilanga just gives the ball away. Stupidly, to be honest with you. Sociedad looking for a free kick. But Malacia does well to marshal the ball out for a throw-in, and United can reset. I think if Ronaldo is going to score in any game, I think it has to be this one, to be honest with you, especially if he wants to continue and start in the next games going forward, because, yeah, it's... he needs to do something. And for me, Rashford should be starting on the left-hand side of the field. That's his position. He's not a centre forward. He's not a striker. He needs to be moved out to the left wing, left mid side of the field. And a little intercept there by Dallo. And yeah, and then obviously with Rashford moved out, then that opens up the middle of the park. But problem is Rashford's in better form than Sancho at the moment. So I almost start to feel that Sancho should actually be sitting bench. Rashford should be playing, and that is what is that? That is a corner to United. Ronaldo doing pretty well there, skipping past 2 or 3 players before one of them eventually, they couldn't put a foot in because he was in the box, so they kind of just managed to get the ball out for a corner, which actually did look like a little bit of a goal kick there. In the middle of being manhandled in the box, Eriksen's corner hits the first man. That is so frustrating. So frustrating. Gallo putting in the hard yards. That's one thing that I have noticed about United in the past few weeks, is that Gallo is really running more. He's really putting in a lot of effort in order to, run more and get further up and down the pitch as best as he can. And it's good to see. He's working hard for the team, and that's why he's starting. Ooh, ball just in behind Casemiro. There comes out back to Dallo. Anthony wants the ball. Ronaldo, Dallo, Anthony. Guys are playing with the ball now. Nice little ball there by Casemiro, but Ilanga just cannot get it. That was very weird. Very, very weird. To be honest, I think it depends. I think... And there it is. There is the goal, but he is offside. Ronaldo scores with his header. Brilliant header, but the linesman flags him as offside. Unfortunately, brilliant header. Decent attempt at a save from the keeper. Let's see here. He is offside over there. Yep, he is indeed offside. And unfortunately, that's not going to count. So, but great header there. Nice power. Sent the keeper the wrong way, but yeah, it is unfortunately offside. So do I think Ronaldo will... that's it, Owen. That's it. We can never discount United as being the best team in Manchester. But yeah, do I think Ronaldo will leave next summer? I honestly believe that it all depends on how United do between now and Jan. Actually, I think January transfer window is going to be interesting with Ronaldo. Ronaldo is not playing in the league at the moment, and you know, Ten Hag's been saying about his fitness and working himself up. Martial is unfortunately just too injury prone at the moment, to be honest. Well, he always has been. We can't rely on him as a striker. Rashford is not a striker. So I think it's just a matter of time until Ronaldo actually just starts, you know, playing week in and week out. So I think it's all going to depend on how much he plays before now and Jan. And not only how much he plays between now and Jan, I also think if anyone comes knocking in January for Ronaldo as well, it's going to be interesting to see. And then if he does stay in January, depending on where United obviously finish and how the season goes, that will all determine whether he leaves or not. Yeah, and I think it's for both, to be honest with you. You know, if it's not working out with him at the club either, then obviously he needs to go as well. It's football. At the end of the day, we want the best players in the best position to play for the club. And to be honest, all I want is 11 players that play with heart and play with passion and just, you know, really just play for the badge. And I think that's what everyone wants for their teams. Casemiro with a nice pressure relieving pass. Beautiful to see. He's been really good. He has given the ball away a number of times. But remember, oh Jesus, Fred giving away a dangerous ball here. And Sociedad on the... But Casemiro does brilliantly, does exactly what he is paid for. Comes across, covers, and manages to clear the ball. I've been singing Fred's praises all night, and unfortunately just went and done that. But luckily no damage done. Casemiro has come across and covered up and cleaned up. Guys, if you are over on TikTok, please do us a favor and just tap on the screen and send some likes. It would really be much appreciated. It really gets the videos in front of as many people as we possibly can. It's always good to have you guys with us. Ilanga just brought down there. That has to be a yellow card. I don't know when this referee is gonna... I think this ref's forgotten his cards in his pocket. Literally, there was a breakaway there. The man, it's RTs again. It's RTs again. This is unbelievable. How this man has not received a yellow card is fascinating. Fascinating. Should have had a yellow card for pulling Fred back on a counter. He should have just had a yellow card for pulling Ilanga back. If you guys are busy looking for in-play bets at the moment on this game, do go ahead, go onto your favorite betting site, go and put some odds for Ortiz from Real Sociedad to at least get booked in this game, because this man he's like a dead man walking, waiting for a card. So yeah, if you guys are here for the in-play bets, there's your first one. Ortiz for a booking from Sociedad. Anthony doing extremely well, gets the ball and just cannot get it past the second man, and keeper gathers up. Great control there though, brilliant. First touch though, the touch past the first man just unfortunately took a little bit too far, and ball did end up. That should have been a foul there. There we go, straight through Casemiro. This is going to be one of those games where the referee in the second half, every little touch, every little tackle is going to be like this. But the tackles in the first half that should be bookings, he's not going to give. Bruno's busy warming up on the side of the pitch. I think he'll be brought on a little bit later if we need some oomph up top. Straight through the back again. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Malaysia rushing up the field. Ilanga passing it back into Fred. Fred has really availed himself for passes consistently in this half. He's really been decent. He's a weird player. I don't really know what his best position is. I think he's definitely box to box. Oh my goodness. As our centre-back pairing up to nonsense. Lindelof manages to come away with it. Sociedad definitely putting us under pressure here. 41 minutes gone. United are definitely controlling the game. Played pretty decently. Ronaldo with a ball back in, but nobody's in the box. Nobody's in the box. Nobody wants the ball. Nobody wants the ball. Ronaldo with a little bit of a limp. Malaysia and Ilanga just are not on the same wavelength. They're just not on the same wavelength at all. Not at all. That's probably the weakest part on the pitch at the moment. Honestly. It's a great ball out by the keeper. Sociedad keeper. Our keeper can't pass the ball. So, it's not ours. Nice play there by the centre forward. And Maguire gives the foul away on David Silva. 43 minutes gone in this first half out of Manchester. It is still 0-0. I think United are dominating the game ever so slightly. It seems that way. Obviously, just watching. They're getting into the more dangerous areas. They've had the more aggression. Fred's been brilliant at applying that press in the final third. I think that's exactly what he's been deployed to do. Tenacious in the final third. He's playing as almost a second striker. I'm surprised then if they were going to play somebody in that position, why he didn't play Donny van der Beek, because he has Eriksen. Eriksen just gets absolutely wiped out like crazy. And Ilanga just... That's frustrating. That is so frustrating. Ilanga just... Stupid pass. Gives the ball away so unnecessarily. No pace on the pass. No conviction in the pass. Just feathers it. feathers it straight to the centre back, standing there. That is so frustrating. Because Eriksen gets absolutely slaughtered in the middle of the park to get that ball out, and he does that. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's not good enough. Unfortunately, it really is not good enough. Personally, I feel like Ilanga needs quite a lot more development. Obviously, he got brought in due to obviously other issues off pitch, but I really feel like he needs some more development, and it's not fair to him either, because he's not getting the focus that I think he actually needs. He's very quick, he's skillful, but his decision making is just atrocious, to be honest with you. And no extra time in the first half, no cards in the first half. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I mean, there should have been card after card after card there. I mean, I saw 3 cards that this ref should have given, but didn't give it. So unbelievable, but enjoyable first half. I really did enjoy that. I am going to step away ever so slightly just for the half time, and I will be back with you guys in the second half. So don't go away, and we will chat soon. Have a good one. And we are back for the second half. Players just warming up with a couple of changes, seemingly going to come on with Martinez and Bruno getting a couple of instructions. I don't know if they're actually going to start. Well, I mean, they're doing their sprints, so it does give me the feeling that they actually are going to be coming on as soon as the second half starts. I think just to shore up, I think Fred needs to make way, and I think Martinez will most likely come on for either Lindelof, probably Lindelof, if anyone. I don't think they would take off. Maguire remains to be seen. I don't know if they're going to be taking any of them off. I see Casemiro and Ronaldo sharing a little chat over there, seeing how first time in Europa comes through. So Martinez and Bruno Fernandes are definitely coming on. They have just removed their jacket. They will be coming on in the second half. Christian Eriksen making way for Bruno, which means Fred will pivot back into the midfield, into a slot where he's more familiar than playing in the cam role. I think he did well in the cam role. I think he applied some tenacity, some oomph up in the final third there, which was definitely needed. I see Lindelof still on the pitch, which maybe means Maguire is on the bench, or is Lindelof going off? No, Lindelof is busy getting instructions, which means that potentially Maguire is making his way. I'll let you guys know shortly as soon as I do see what exactly is happening here. As we see the Sociedad players making their way onto the pitch. Take, the left winger, impressed me a little bit in the first half, first couple of minutes. Very quick, very nimble little left winger over there. Ten Hag seems to have forgotten something in the change room. He's turned around and gone all the way back. As you can see by the rolling stats on the side here, we see that there's been no yellow cards and no red cards. Mind-blowingly that there hasn't been any yellow cards. I think the ref could have seriously given out at least 2 or 3 yellow cards in that first half. Was very lenient, so I'm expecting a lot of cards in this half. If you guys have just joined us and you are looking for an in-play bet, the centre-back from Real Sociedad, Ortiz, is primed for a yellow card and primed for an early yellow card in this second half. So keep an eye out on that. Martinez waiting to come on. I'm not sure who's going to be going off for him. We will see. But Christian Eriksen has made way for Bruno Fernandes, but just waiting for Martinez is pairing Maguire. Which means Lindelof went off. But Lindelof was on the pitch getting instructions. So that's a little bit weird. I wonder if that was a late change in the mindset. I see Alexander Soloth has just come on for Sociedad. Really good player to keep an eye on, without a doubt. Nice little cross in there by Anthony. Ronaldo up, putting the keeper under pressure. Keeper gives it away. Lindelof is on, which means Dallo must have gone off. Ronaldo. I don't have words, guys. I don't have words. That should have been 1-0. Bruno with a peach of a cross. And the ball's just dipping and Ronaldo leans down to it and pushes it out for a goal kick. That should have been 1-0. That should have been 1-0 right there and then 1-0. That's a bad miss. That's a bad miss. Maguire has just headed Fred in the face. Or Malacia. Maguire literally just headbutted Malacia in the face. I don't know what's up with this man in injuring his own teammates, but it's something. It's a skill. Let me tell you something. It is a skill. It is a skill. Let me tell you something. All right, so Bruno on for Ericsson. Fred obviously dropping back into the pivot role. And seemingly Lindelof playing as a right back with Dello making way for Martinez, who moves into the centre back role. That is definitely what has happened over here. So a little bit of a weird change that, but we are lacking in fullbacks at the moment. Definitely lacking in fullbacks. I think I would have really liked to see Garnacho come on for Ilanga. I think Ilanga's been pretty woeful. He's very quick. He's very skillful, but his final third ball is just atrocious. Ronaldo takes the shot and it just sails over the crossbar. But we are making inroads early on in the second half, and hopefully we get an early goal. Ilanga made a beautiful run, and Malacia played a beautiful ball, but instead of leaving the ball to run past him and run onto it, he turned and took it into his foot, and that killed his momentum going forward. And that's what I'm saying. His decision making in the final third is obviously, I mean, he's young, he's a kid. He obviously needs to just learn to play that final third ball, or play in the final third that little bit better. So you guys are just joining us, as we've stated. There's probably two in-play bets that I personally like. I think Fred for a card. I'm watching him here. He's now playing in that sort of number 8 or number 6 role again, and he is. I see him little niggles at the back of players. So Fred for a card, and then the centre back from Sociedad. The name is Ortiz for a card as well. He should have had a yellow card twice in the first half. Not saying he should have been sent off, but he should have. There were 2 occasions where he could have definitely been booked for a yellow and never was. So I think he's definitely on his last legs here for a card. So those are my 2 that I would definitely be going for. Probably fetch decent odds on them as well. Nice. Ilanga with the pressure. Doing well. Casemiro almost brings a man down. That would have been a card if he did, but thinks twice about it. I just need to check something. Okay, Anthony is still on. All right. Yeah, so definitely Ericsson and Dello were the 2 players to make way. Obviously playing on the weekend. Fernandez coming on, playing on the weekend. Martinez coming on, playing on the weekend. So it looks like Maguire and Lindelof are getting full 90 minutes. And Ilanga getting full 90. It's going to be interesting to see how long Ronaldo stays on for, how long Anthony stays on for, because those are guys, if the games do go ahead on Sunday, which I'm very skeptical of, very skeptical that games will go on this weekend. It's going to be interesting to see who comes off next. Tactically, I'd like to see Langa off for Garnacho. That would be my pick, personally. But yeah. Bruno putting the keeper under decent pressure there, but keeper plays it out well. The distribution from the Sociedad keeper is really impressive. I must say he's been top notch. If you guys are new around here, please do us a favor and drop a like or 2 on the stream, especially if you guys are over on TikTok. Just drop some likes on the stream. It always does help us out a lot. Get our video in front of as many people as we can. And if you guys are new to the YouTube or Twitch channel, please just make sure to drop a like, a follow, or a subscribe on the channel so you guys know when we do go live. And if you are new around here as well, Predict Heroes is a sports prediction website. You can find it at predict-heroes.com. You can see it busy trailing here at the bottom. Predict-heroes.com. Head on over there and get all of your daily football prediction needs, where we give you probability statistics on home wins, draws, away wins, over 2.5s, both teams to score. We are busy building on and expanding the site to include things like first half, second half breakdowns of those, so likelihoods of goals in the first or second half. Which will assist you guys in making your in-play bets as well, which always fetch decent odds. Fred giving away a stupid ball there in the middle of the park. That's so unnecessary. Trying to play a Hollywood pass when he could have just fed the player into his feet. And Martinez missing the ball in the air, actually. And Soloff coming in at the back, who headers out. I mean, that's a height mismatch if there was one. A little bit of a shove from Soloff, but not enough to draw a foul or anything. But look, both hands in the back. But yeah, going to be interesting to see. Maguire is just a haphazard defender, to be honest. You just put the players under pressure again with stupid defending. He seriously needs to just get a little bit, maybe it's his confidence. Maybe he just needs to get confident. Rashford looks like he's building his confidence. Always good to see. Oh, Malacia with the trip. I don't know if that was a foul on Malacia, to be honest. I actually think he slipped. I think he's lucky to get away with that, to be honest with you. We're getting pressured here, big time. They are pushing up on our centre backs quite a lot. We really need to get a hold of this ball. Martinez with some nice strong defending on Soloff there. Trying to show Moose pass. I mean, the man's like a freaking head and shoulders taller than him, and he's a big boy. Soloff is a big boy. And I mean, Soloff is literally chilling on Martinez. So this is going to be an very interesting, because Soloff is built very much like Haaland, big Viking type player. It's going to be interesting to see if Martinez gets bullied or does the bullying. Lindelof getting beaten for pace by Take, and Martinez with an unbelievable piece of defending. That is just beautiful. That just deserves a... Oh, that is just beautiful. Unbelievable piece of defending there. Saw the danger in behind him. Saw Lot coming in behind him, who would have literally tapped that into the back of the net. But Martinez, with the agility of a bloody fox over there, manages to get around and win that. But Take causing trouble for, and he has David Silva at the top of the box with Martinez flinging himself out. And the referee gives away a penalty and shows the yellow card to Martinez for a handball in the box when he flew out to try and block the shot from David Silva. And I'm sure VAR will look at this. I mean, it all happened so quickly. Let's see if what actually happens over here. No, that is, he can't do anything there. So his hand's up here. The ball rebounds off of his leg into his arm over here. So his arm's tucked in over here, off of his leg into his arm and goes up. There's absolutely no ways that cannot be overturned. Cannot believe that if this doesn't get overturned, then football's ridiculous, to be honest with you. The man's arm is literally in his body over here. He dove out, it hit off his leg, it then bounced up into his arm that's over here. And they have given it a penalty. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. Must the man remove his arm from his body? Must he disconnect it? Must he put it behind him? What must he exactly do with his arm? His arm is tucked in over here. It bounces off of his own leg up into his arm as a rebound. And VAR leaves it. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Man needs to actually remove his shoulder from his body because that's pathetic. That is pathetic. I'm sorry. Unbelievable. Football is gone. Football is gone. That is disgusting. Sorry. And Ayer is shite at penalties. And of course it's 1-0. Sociedad with the goal and they celebrate like they've just won the La Liga, which we all know they'll never achieve. So sorry for them. But that's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Yo, that is disgusting. So we do have 1-0 to Sociedad from what can only be described as an absolutely bullshit penalty. I'm not even going to mince my words. That is a bullshit penalty. I don't know. That's disgusting. Just going to call it it is what it is. Man's arm is in his body like this. It literally cannot move anywhere. It's attached to him in case they didn't realize. He dove out to stop the shot. The ball hits him on the leg, rolls up his body and touches his arm over here and they give a penalty for it. I can't blame the referee because obviously it all happened so quickly, but that is why we have VAR to rule out bullshit calls that either the refs make or that just so happen to occur, due to things that they can't see that happen on the pitch. Now the referee's out there with these cards. Like I said to you guys in the first half, what's going to end up happening, there were cards after cards after cards that should have been given in the first half. Arties should have at least had to. Ref gave nothing, no cards, nothing. And all of a sudden now, second half comes along, like I said earlier, and now the ref is just going to be sitting there. Every tackle is just going to go and give a card after a card after a card after a card. So, yeah. They say that the Premier League refs are shite, but Dasso just takes the freaking cake. I don't know where he's from, but yeah. Unbelievable decision that. But United are 1-0 down. And they do need to come back here. There's nothing they can do. Need to get this ball away. Need to get this ball away. And ball gets played out. And it is not kept in. And United get a throw-in. So here's the replay of the call. It doesn't change my mind. It really doesn't change my mind. Honestly. Unless we're seeing a different angle than what VAR are seeing. Yeah. This is... that's not a good call at all. Not a good call. And there is a wipeout. And here it goes. Where's the referee with his cards? Because, you know, second half, he left his cards in his pocket in the first half. So here he comes out with the cards. That's a horrible tackle. I mean, Jesus, that man's never going to get to that ball. ever going to get to the ball. And no yellow card there with a tackle from behind. Oh, he does. Oh no, that's a confirmation of Martinez getting a yellow card for the handball, which led to a penalty. They are messing around with the ball at the edge of the box. I mean, distribution. And then what does he fucking go and do? He just boots the ball up the middle of the park, and it's now at their goalkeeper. I don't understand. I really don't understand. There comes a point in time where your saves as a keeper are not good enough to keep you as a keeper. You are the 11th player on a team, and if you cannot distribute a ball properly in the modern day of football, you should no longer be a keeper for a top club. And it's starting to get to that stage now. Like I said to you guys in the first half, there was a goal kick that Lindelof went to go and take, a goal kick. Lindelof went to go and take. And there's a shot on target by Take. And Anthony does extremely well. Gets past Ronaldo in the center. What can Anthony do? And he manages to at least get the corner. He barely had any help, to be honest, up there. He barely had any help for the break. But yeah, so first half, Lindelof comes to take a goal kick. I'm sitting here and I'm watching this like, what the hell are these two doing? What does Lindelof do? He passes it 2 meters to Ronaldo.